Hey guys, today it is March 4th, 2019, and as of this video, just a couple of days ago on March 2nd, 2019, Jerome Iginla finally had his number retired by the Calgary Flames, and in my opinion, he is more than deserving of that honor of having his own banner hanging from the rafters of the Scotiabank Saddledome, which is where the Calgary Flames play. And truth is, I never thought I'd be doing a video based off of a retirement ceremony and a retirement banner. However, when Jerome Iginla's number was retired to the Saddledome rafters in Calgary, myself and many other people noticed something very, very interesting that took place during that retirement ceremony. And to my subscriber, Nick, you also mentioned this to me, and because of our conversation and the live stream I had on Saturday, I decided I'm going to make this into a video because I think this is totally worthy of a video because I find it incredibly interesting. But anyways, I'm going to now show you why I think this retirement ceremony was very, very interesting in my opinion. I want you to take a look at Jerome Iginla's banner that now hangs from the rafters of the Flames Arena in Calgary. Number one, notice that Iginla's banner is based off of the Flames retro red third jersey. That is the first thing that most people would notice off the top or for starters. But there's a second thing as well. And to all of you who may be watching this video, I have a question for you. And it's this. Do you think that there might just be something missing from this banner? I'll give you just a few seconds and then I'll chime in just a sec. Okay, well, if you feel that there is something missing from Iginla's banner, I would say yes, you are correct. And also that, of course, it's in the retro color scheme of red, white, and golden yellow. That, too, is also correct for the record. But yeah, look at Jerome Iginla's retirement banner. Notice that it is completely devoid of black. There is absolutely zero black on that banner. Iginla's banner and his retirement, the little special mini logo that they created for Iginla's retirement, that's also on the ice, as you can see there. Not one thing involving Iginla's retirement included black in the colors, in the color scheme, just red, white, and golden yellow. And this is interesting because Jerome Iginla, from the moment he played his first National Hockey League game, which he started his career in Calgary, I'm pretty sure he did. But anyways, just in case I am wrong, because I don't know why, part of me thinks that he might have started his career before Calgary. Actually, I might even go check that up on Wikipedia or something before I end this video. But I need to just say one thing about Jerome Iginla here real quick before I go any further, and it is this. The thing is that from the moment he started his career with the Calgary Flames, okay, yeah, he was drafted by the Dallas Stars. From the moment he stepped out and played his first game as a Calgary Flame, he has always been a Flames. He was always a player on the Calgary Flames from the very beginning in the mid-1990s when the Calgary Flames not only retired their original uniforms, but from the very moment that he started his career as a Calgary Flame, the Flames have always had black in their color scheme. In fact, before Iginla played for the Flames had already retired their original jerseys that they wore when they won their Stanley Cup, their only Stanley Cup as of 2019, against the Montreal Canadiens in 1989. In the mid-1990s, the Calgary Flames changed their uniforms, and since then the Flames have always had black in their color scheme. So, I'm going to take you viewers down a little trip down memory lane here, and I'll show you this. This is the uniform that Jerome Iginla started wearing when he started his career. This was his first jersey. From the moment he started his career, the Flames have always had black in their color scheme. This was their first uniform that he wore as a Flame. Then, of course, they switched to the horse head and the matching white jersey, which had the red C on it instead of the horse. And then, in time for the 03-04 season Stanley Cup final appearance, the Flames brought in that red jersey with the black C in that season, when they went all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Jerome Iginla, in my opinion, will always be remembered for those jerseys, for him wearing those jerseys in his career, because that is the time when the Flames made their one Stanley Cup final appearance during Iginla's career, when, of course, he was the captain of the Flames, And in my opinion, and in other people's opinions too, including my subscriber Nick, the thing is that Jerome Iginla's career has always been during the Flames years where they've had red, white, golden, yellow, and black in their color scheme. Iginla never wore the retro Flames jerseys that they have now had for a long time as an off-and-on third jersey, now a full-time third jersey again since the 2016-17 season, and as of this year, with Adidas now taking over the jerseys from Reebok last year. I mean, besides Calgary having the retro jersey as an alternate at the end of Iginla's career as a Flame, Jerome Iginla had never wore the retro colors, or the simple blackless retro color scheme of red, white, and golden yellow. Instead, he's always worn the jerseys with red, white, black, and gold, or golden yellow. Some people call it gold, some people call it yellow. That's why I call it golden yellow, But the thing with Iginla is that really, I think a lot of people would probably say that his retirement banner should have had black on it. And in my opinion, that would have made more sense, technically. In my opinion, do I like the banner that was raised to the rafters this past Saturday night as of this video? Absolutely 100% yes. But I will say this. Now, for this video today, this will be a speculation video on my part, because I'm just speculating here. But the thing is I found it so interesting and absolutely incredible that the Flames used the retro jersey as the template for Iginla's retirement banner instead of something based off of the red jerseys with the black C on the front from the 2004 Stanley Cup run. And ever since 2003, the Calgary Flames have always had a red jersey with the black flaming C on it instead of the white one. And that was the jersey, the black C was the logo of the red jersey that Iginla wore when the Flames went to the 2004 Stanley Cup Finals against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So the fact that the Flames have taken a banner, or taken the time to put together a banner completely devoid of black for Jerome Iginla, is incredibly interesting to me, and this is pure speculation on my part, but I've been wondering ever since Saturday night, is this a sign of what is to come for the Calgary Flames uniforms? Now, the reason I'm going to mention this now is because next season, the Flames are playing in a Heritage Classic game against the Winnipeg Jets in Regina, Saskatchewan. So the Flames are playing the Jets in Regina, Saskatchewan. And I would be incredibly shocked. I would be shocked if the Flames do not bring out the white jersey that the Flames wore alongside their red jersey from the 80s, which is now their third jersey again in the Adidas era of uniforms, as the jersey for the Heritage Classic. So once again, I would be totally shocked 100% if the Flames did not bring back the white jersey that the Flames wore back in the 1980s when they won their one and only Stanley Cup title as of 2019 against the Montreal Canadiens in 1989. Next year, I believe, is the 40th anniversary of the Calgary Flames. So for the Flames to not be bringing back their original white jersey from the 80s for the Heritage Classic next season would be a real shocker for me. And for the Jets as well, I would be incredibly shocked if they did not bring back or bring out the dark jersey to go with the WHA throwback that the Jets have thankfully worn in the 2016-17 season Heritage Classic against the Oilers, and now they've also brought it back for a couple games this season as well, and I hear that jersey is going to be worn at least once a year from now on, and so it should. It's a beautiful sweater in my opinion. So the assumption for next season's Heritage Classic is that the Jets will wear a matching blue jersey that matches their WHA throwback that they even brought back this year, and the Flames will wear the white jersey that was their home jersey back in the 1980s that went with their red retro jersey when they wore it as their main red jersey back in the 1980s all the way till the mid-1990s. So the reason I'm making this video is for this. And because of this banner and because of the timing of the Heritage Classic game in Regina, Saskatchewan next season between the Flames and the Jets, I wonder if the Flames may actually be considering going full-time retro in the 2020-2021 season. I know that's still a couple seasons away. That's still a long time away from now, from the timing of this video, which is on March 4th, 2019, as I'm filming this today. But if the Flames are if they're retiring Iginla's number in their retro color scheme and completely keeping the black off of the retirement banner for Iginla like they have, as you see here, combine that with the fact that the Flames have brought back their retro jersey as a third, which it's a beautiful jersey, and I'm glad it's a third again, eh? And then, on top of all that, the fact that the Flames will be playing in the Heritage Classic next season in Saskatchewan, and a fourth thing to add to that, also the fact that the Flames will be the away team in that game, plus on top of all that, being the 40th anniversary of the franchise next year because they moved from Atlanta to Calgary in 1980. Actually, maybe I think they played the 79-80 season. Let me just check. I'm curious. The reason I want to check is because I want to make sure that I get it right and get it factually correct for you guys, because it's something that really has peaked. Yeah, so they joined the NHL, they relocated from Atlanta in 1980 for the 1980-81 season, and they've been in Calgary ever since 1980. And the Flames have been playing in Calgary since the 1980-81 season. But with all of those factors, and especially this retirement banner that is completely free of black on it, is definitely an interesting conversation. And once again, folks, I can't say it enough. This is just speculation on my end. But with all those factors that I just mentioned here in the past 2 minutes, I wonder if the Flames might be using this as a subtle sign to say, hey, in the next couple of years, we're probably going to go full-time retro. Now, if you want to know my thoughts on this, I think it's long, long overdue. I don't think every single team that has a red jersey needs to have a dark color with it. I love that the Flames' original uniforms were just red, white, and golden yellow. And the brightness of the jerseys, I know some people say they are too bright. I totally disagree. I think the brightness is perfect. I like them because they are bright. I love the colors. And the original white jersey that the Flames had throughout the 80s all the way through to the mid-1990s, in my opinion, is a jersey that is underrated. It is also an equally beautiful jersey alongside their red retro thirds that they wear now in 2019. And I would love to see that jersey come back. And once again, I can't say it enough, I would be extremely shocked if the Flames do not bring that out for the Heritage Classic next season, considering that next year will be their 40th anniversary. 2020 will be their 40th year in Calgary. So I think they're celebrating their 40th anniversary next season. If not next season, then it'll be the 2020-21 season, which if they started playing in Calgary in the 1980-81 season, in my opinion, that would make the most sense. But you never know. I mean, the Vancouver Canucks, for example, started playing in the National Hockey League in the 1970-71 season, but they're celebrating their 50th anniversary in the 2019-2020 season. So I guess it depends on what the teams want to do, but if the Flames are using a retro banner for Iginla instead of a banner that's based off of the color scheme that he wore during his entire career as a Calgary Flame, which was this color scheme with black as well, I wonder, is this a sign of things to come? Well, folks, I guess only time will tell. All I know is that Jerome Iginla deserved to have his number retired by the Calgary Flames, and in my opinion, I would honestly say that I think that Iginla is the greatest Calgary Flame of all time as of 2019. I know some people, I'm sure, will disagree with me on that, and that's totally okay. I don't expect everyone to agree with me, but Iginla, when he was in his prime, he was one hell of a player. He was a great player. But after seeing the retro jersey-inspired banner for Iginla, I thought that this was worthy of a video just to speculate and talk about it a little bit, because I find it so incredibly interesting that the Flames just used a banner based off of their retro alternate instead of something more accurate of his career in Calgary, because of the fact that during his career the Flames had black in their color scheme. And even they still do to this very day. In fact, their home jersey has a black C on it. Has had the black C on it since 2003. So time will tell, and it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the next couple of years. But when they're not using black in Iginla's retirement banner, that's pretty significant. So I would not be surprised if this ends up being a sign of what is to come over the next couple of years. And if they are going to go retro full-time, I can hardly wait for them to make the change, because even though their original black Flaming C logo jersey that they went to the 2004 Stanley Cup Finals wearing was not a terrible jersey in my opinion, I've never liked them anywhere near as much as I like the original red jersey. Their original jerseys, in my opinion, are the best, and it's not even close. Now, the Edmonton Oilers, until last season, even went full-time retro, and in fact, with them being in the Adidas jersey catalog next year as on the list of teams getting a new third, I'm hearing that the Oilers are going to switch to royal blue as their full-time home and make their new orange jersey their third jersey instead. So basically, if the Oilers... I mean, the Oilers have already gone retro, and it sounds like they're going back to going retro once again because of the fact that a lot of people dislike what they've switched to, and I'm one of those people, even though I think the jerseys are both good. They're just not great like their old ones were, at least in my opinion. But a lot of people for a long time, myself included, have felt that the Flames need to go retro as well, and I wonder if this will be a sign, if this is a sign of that finally happening in the next couple of years. I hope so. I know some people do prefer the Flames in black, or with the black flaming sea, or at the bare minimum, black in the color scheme. But I'm not one of those people. Their retro jerseys, their 80s jerseys, in my opinion, are the best. I absolutely love those uniforms, and I'm hoping that in the next couple of years, the Flames are going to make the switch, because in my opinion, and in the opinions of a lot of people, this move is long, long overdue if this is what the Flames are hopefully, or Flames are going to be doing this. Well, I hope they will. But anyways, folks, I am going to call this a wrap now that it's been 21 minutes in length, because 21 is the reverse of the number 12, which I think would be a nice little subtle tribute to Iginla. So with that, you guys, I will call this a wrap on the video. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this, but I thought this was worthy of a video, and that's why I figured I'd sit down and put this together. But with that, you guys, as always, take care, and of course, as usual, bye for now. And I will have another video about the Minnesota Wild coming up next.